July the 4th was ages ago, a distant memory. But we all know about Lakewood and fireworks. The city doesn't have the same restrictions as neighbouring communities. This means that July the 4th and also December the 31st can get pretty crazy. Bangs, blasts, fire and smoke, which reach a deafening crescendo by evening's end. Not surprisingly, it's a controversial topic. Those wanting fireworks to be further restricted cite the fire risk and also the distress caused to animals, both wild and domestic. There are counter-arguments, though, about personal freedom and July the 4th just being one day in the year, and fireworks are a way of honouring it. On July the 7th of this year, there was a meeting of Lakewood City Council. During the public comments section, many Lakewood residents aired their concerns about fireworks. One resident talked about her personal experience of being in the firing line. She said her property had been set ablaze on more than one occasion, and she reported that she spent the whole year worrying about July the 4th, as you can see from this short clip.
They come to this corner and burn more fireworks. So I feel every year, whole year round, I have to worry about for this July 4th every year.
There are alternative views. Mark Herr, who is standing for City Council in the November the 4th election, was very clear about his position on fireworks.
Things like fireworks matter. It's one day a year. Yes, I know it goes a little long. It probably starts a little early. These things are important to continue the principles of this nation, of the people who go and fight. You have the flags behind you of all the services of our United States military. You know, as I sit here, I just cannot let this opportunity pass to remember all of the men and women who went out and fought for those flags and that red, white, and blue flag right behind you, so that we can enjoy these and continue to enjoy these opportunities to come together and remember where we came from and why we are a nation in the first place, why we came here, why we started, and why we continue to fight and bleed for this country. Thank you.
Seriously, this man is standing for City Council. His comment showed little sympathy for the kind of distress that was expressed by other commenters. Can you imagine someone going to Mark Herr as their elected representative for support, understanding and help? Worse still, he was wrapping himself in the flag, using patriotism and military tradition to support his argument. There's nothing wrong with loving one's country and being proud of its history and traditions. But if you use it to force through your own agenda, you're not honouring the flag, you're misusing it. And this reminds us of Samuel Johnson's famous observation, made in 1775, that patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel. In the 18th century, when the United States first celebrated its independence, firework displays were magnificent and beautiful, something to behold. Early Americans and their founding fathers perhaps proudly looking on. This is a far cry from fireworks in Lakewood in 2025. No magnificence, no beauty, just a mindlessly toxic cacophony. This is what Mark Herr stands for. As a final thought, summers have been getting drier recently. Over a 24-hour period, from July the 4th to July the 5th this year, Central Pierce Fire and Rescue had to extinguish over 100 fires. These fires matter, not just because of the human and financial cost. Insurance companies are increasingly declining Washington state residents because of the elevated fire risk. People are already being dropped by their insurance companies. But Mark Herr doesn't seem to care.